Hello once again. Let us continue our lesson on the distance formula. This is the part 2 of our lesson on finding the distance between 2 points. So in part 1, we derived the distance formula and applied this formula in finding the distance between 2 points. In this part 2 of our lesson on distance formula, we will learn how to solve problems that involves distance formula. Okay, so what is the MELC for this topic, or the most essential learning competencies? Find the distance between 2 points. So by the way, this is for quarter 1, week 2 of our topic in analytic geometry. Learning objectives. Number 1, find the distance between 2 points. Show that the vertices of a triangle are vertices of an isosceles triangle. Solve problems involving distance between 2 points. For that, let us first have a review on how to find the distance between 2 points. So this is how to find the distance between 2 points using this formula: square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 quantity squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 quantity squared. Sample number 1. So this is just a review. Find the distance between A, point A, 48 with the coordinates 48, and point B with the coordinates 112. So A is 48, B is 112. So using the distance formula, let us now solve. So first, assign our values of, assign x sub 1, this is y sub 1, 8, x sub 2 is 1, 12 is y sub 2. Okay, x sub 2 is 1, x sub 1 is 4, y sub 2 is 12, y sub 1 is 8. Substitution, we have 1 minus 4 quantity squared plus 12 minus 8 quantity squared. Then what is 1 minus 4? Negative 3 quantity squared plus 12 minus 8 is 4 quantity squared. So negative 3 squared is 9 plus 4 squared is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25, and what is the square root of 25? It's equivalent to 5. So the distance between the point A and point B with the given coordinates is 5. Okay, that is the distance between these 2 points. Okay, 5. Okay, you try also find the distance between A, 2, 7 and 11, 9, and B, negative 5, 8 and 2, negative 4. Okay, can you do it? I'll give you 1 minute to do this. Okay, you try. Okay, time's up. Are you ready? So what's your answer for letter A? Okay, the answer is square root of 85. You get the same answer. 11 minus 2 is 9 squared. 9 minus 7 is 2 squared. So 81 plus 4 is 85. Square root of 85. And for B, we have square root of 193. Yes, 2 plus 5, 7 squared. Negative 4 minus 8, negative 12 squared. So 49 plus 144 is square root of 193. Okay, this is we're still on review part. Find the distance between 5, 1 and 2, negative 6. So you know the distance formula. Okay, x sub 1 is 5, y sub 1 is 1. X sub 2 is 2 and y sub 2 is negative 6. So let us now substitute 2 minus 5 quantity squared plus negative 6 minus 1 quantity squared. Negative 2 minus 5 is negative 3 squared plus negative 6 minus 1 is negative 7. Negative 3 quantity squared is 9 plus negative 7 squared is 49. And now what is 9 plus 49? So the distance between the two given points is square root of 58. Using your scientific calculator, it's equivalent to 7.6. Okay. And remember, negative 3 quantity squared Careful, this is not negative 3 squared. Okay? Kasi pag ganyan, negative 9 ang answer. This means that negative 3 quantity squared is negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. So negative 3 squared equals 9, and negative 3 squared is not the same. It's different. Don't forget the close and open parentheses. So let us now move to the more examples on distance formula. This time, problem solvings on distance formula. Number 1, find the perimeter of the triangle whose vertices are A 30, B 52, and C 76. So how do we find the perimeter of the triangle? We just need to add the length of the three sides of the triangle. So by distance formula, we can be able to solve the distance or the length of each side of this triangle, I should say. The length of the three sides of this triangle, AB, BC, and AC. So we have here the graph of the triangle. A is at 30, B is at 52, and C is at 76. So to determine the perimeter of this triangle, we need to solve the length of AB, BC, and AC using the distance formula. Let's start with what's this? Segment AB or line AB. Yun. So we have 5 minus 3 quantity squared plus 2 minus 0 quantity squared. 2 squared, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 minus 0 is 2. So we have 4 plus 4, 8. Square root of 8 is equivalent to 2 square root of 2. Okay? 2 square root of 2 is the length of segment or line AB. Let's proceed to segment BC or line BC. We have 7 minus 5, 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So we have 4 plus 16. Okay, can you follow? 7 minus 5 quantity squared plus 6 minus 2 quantity squared. We have 2 squared plus 4 squared. 4 plus 16 is 20. Therefore, the answer is 2 square root of 5. Okay, 2 square root of 5 is the length of side BC. How about line AC? We have 7 minus 3 square root of 7 minus 3 quantity squared plus 6 minus 0 quantity squared. 7 minus 3 is 4 squared plus 6 minus 0 is 6 squared. So we have 4 squared is 16, 6 squared is 36, 16 plus 36 is 52. It's equivalent to 2 square root of 13 or 7.2. So what is now the perimeter of the triangle ABC? All we need to do is to add the three sides, the length of the three sides of the triangle. Dito na. Yun. Add 2 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 5 plus 2 square root of 13. Then common factor is 2. Square root of 2 is 1.4. Square root of 5 using your calculator. You can use calculator here. Square root of 5 is 2.2. Square root of 13 is 3.6. Add this, 7.2 times 2 is 14.4. Thus, the perimeter of the triangle is 14.4 units. Okay, can you follow? It's easy. Number 2, show that the triangle ABC, whose vertices are A 7.72, B 1110, and C negative 5.8 is a right triangle. Okay, prove natin that the given vertices of this triangle is a right triangle, magiging right triangle. So dito, first let us plot the point 72, point A, point B 1110, point C negative 5.8. So seemingly the given triangle is a right triangle, but we need to show it. Okay, show natin how. How can we show that this is a right triangle? Okay, that's very easy. All we need to do is to use the distance formula and the Pythagorean theorem. How? Here. First, let us determine the length of the sides. The length of the three sides of the triangle. Let's start with AB. Okay, dito yung sides. So, we have 11 minus 7 quantity squared plus 10 minus 2 quantity squared. 11 minus 7 is 4 squared. 10 minus 2 is 8 squared. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 64. 16 plus 64 is 80. And a square root of 80 is 16 times 5. So, 4 square root of 5 for line AB. How about line AC? Negative 5 minus 7 quantity squared plus 8 minus 2 quantity squared. Negative 12 squared plus 6 squared. 144 plus 36 is 180. That's equivalent to 36 times 5 or 6 square root of 5 for line AC. How about line BC? We have negative 5 minus 11 quantity squared plus 8 minus 10 quantity squared. Negative 5 minus 11 is 16, negative 16 squared, so we have 256. 8 minus 10 is 2, so negative 2 squared is 4. 256 plus 4 is 260, so we have 2 square root of 65. 65 times 4 is 260, kaya naging 2 square root of 65. So, after determining the length of the three sides of the triangle, then by using the Pythagorean theorem, okay, the sum of the lengths of the two legs of the right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. The sum of the squares of the legs of the right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. So, if we try to square AB, what's AB? AB is square root of 80, while AC is square root of 180, while BC is square root of 260. So we have 80 squared. Square root of 80 squared is 80. Square of square root of 180 is 180. Square of the square root of 260 is 260. So add 80 plus 180, 260 is equal to 260. Since the Pythagorean theorem holds, therefore triangle ABC is really a right triangle. Okay, so yan lang. Let's proceed to number 3. Another word problem on distance formula. Find the point on the y-axis that is equidistant. Find the point on the y-axis dapat yun. Find the point of. Find the point. Edit natin. Find the point. Find the point on the y-axis that is equidistant from point A 72 and point B negative 1, negative 2. Solution. Since the given point on the y-axis, since the point P is on the y-axis, then therefore x is equal to 0. Diba? Diba pag yung point na sa y-axis, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, negative 3. So x is always 0. If the point is on the y-axis, right? So x equal to 0. Pag sinabi naman dito, find the point on the x-axis, y is always equal to 0. Okay? Intindihan ba? So since the given point is on the y-axis, then x is equal to 0. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. So x equals 0. So from here, we can now solve for the value, the point on the y-axis that is equidistant from these two given points. Okay? Ito na yung solution. Pythagorean theorem. For PA, point P is 0y, diba? Point P is 0y. And point A is, edit natin. Point P is at 0y. Dapat, excuse me, 0y. Okay. Sorry. Parang naman yun. Okay. Point P is at 0 while about A. How about point A? Point A is 7, 2. How about point B? Point B is at negative 1, negative 2. Yan. So, this means that if we're going to find the distance between P and A, it is equal to the distance between P and B, right? So let's continue. Yan. So for PA, we have 7 minus 0 is quantity squared plus 2 minus y quantity squared. How about for PB? Okay, negative 1 minus 0 quantity squared plus negative 2 minus y quantity squared. And since PA and PB are equidistant, then therefore they are equal. Okay, PA is equal to PB. Ayun. So, bakit naging 49 na yan? Kasi square natin ito. 7 plus 2 minus y quantity squared. 7 squared plus 2 minus y quantity squared. Ito naman, negative 1 squared plus negative 2 minus y quantity squared. So, we have 49 plus 2 minus y quantity squared is equal to 1 plus 2 plus y quantity squared. Solve na natin yan. From here, from this equation, we can be able to solve for the value of y. Yan. So, we have 49 minus 1 is 48. Okay, plus 4 minus 4y plus y squared. 2 plus y quantity squared is 4 plus 4y plus y squared. Pwede na natin cancel yung y squared. So that negative 4y minus 4y is 8y. Negative 8y yan. Okay. I mean 4y plus 4y naging 8y. Dito naman 4 minus 4 is 0. So nag-remain yung 48. So 8y is equal to 48. Divide both sides by 8. Therefore, the value of y is equal to 6. So, wait. Therefore, y is equal to 6. And the point is, the point on the y-axis is 0y 0, 6. Yan. This is now the answer. 0, 6. Yan. So this is the point that is equidistant from point A and point B. Okay, let's proceed to the next. Number 4, find the value of x in x4 if this is 10 units from 0, negative 2. Okay, distance formula. So we have x minus 0 quantity squared plus 4 minus negative 2 or 4 plus 2 quantity squared is equal to 10 squared. Okay, the distance between these two given points is 10. So squared natin using the distance formula. Yan, x squared, 4 plus 2 is 6 squared is 36. 10 times 10 is 100. Then subtract both sides by 36. 100 minus 36 is 64. Then get the square root of both sides. X is equal to positive, negative 8. So x can be positive 8 or negative 8. Still, the distance from 0, negative 2 is positive 10. Yan. Number 5. Draw the triangle ECQ with the given vertices and show the triangle is isosceles. Yan, we have here triangle ECQ with the given vertices 6, 2. For E, for C, 2, negative 3. For Q, negative 2, 2. So what will make this triangle isosceles? Or what makes this triangle isosceles? Easy. Recall the definition of isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle is a triangle with at least two equal sides, right? Congruent sides. Yung dalawang sides niya equal. Yung isang side, hindi. Halimbawa, 2, 2, 1. That's an isosceles triangle. Tama, yes. So first, we need to know the length of each side. Start with EQ. EQ, negative 2 minus 6 quantity squared plus 2 minus 2 quantity squared. Negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8 squared. 2 minus 2, 0 squared. Square mo yung negative 8, 64 plus 0. 64 equals 8. So EQ is equal to 8. Okay? Next. Dapat alam natin yung sides. The length of the sides of the length of the three sides of the triangle. Let's proceed to next, EC. Yo, negative easy dito. 2 minus 6 quantity squared plus negative 3 minus 2. We have 2 minus 6 negative 4, negative 5 quantity squared. 16 plus 25, square root of 4 squared is 16, negative 5 squared is 25. Add square root of 41 is 4. So line easy. How about CQ? Ito naman, CQ. wait. Nag-lesson tayo. Paiwan. At the video dyan eh. The video dyan makita. Hi, say hi. Hi! Next, CQ. Buyang ka dyan video ba? Nag-lesson tayo nga. CQ. We have negative 2 minus 2 quantity squared plus 2 plus 3 quantity squared. We have negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4 squared plus 2 plus 3 is 5. So, 16 plus 25 square mo yung 4, negative 4, 16, 5 square is 25. Add square root of 41. So, the length of EQ is 8, while the length of EC and CQ are both equal to square root of 41. So, meaning to say, this is an isosceles triangle. Triangle ECQ is an isosceles triangle because two of its sides are equal. Okay, ito na yung conclusion. Since two sides EC and CQ have the same length, I conclude the triangle ECQ is an isosceles triangle. Okay? Number 6. If x4 is equidistant from 5, negative 6 and 4, 6, find x. So, this is madali lang to. It's just the same as yung number 4 yata. No? Pythagorean theorem. Equate mo lang. The length of this point and x4 is equal to the length of 4, 6, and x4. Ayan, ganon. No? Diba? Pythagorean theorem to. We have 5 minus x quantity squared plus negative 6 minus 4 quantity squared. Ito naman, 4 minus x quantity squared plus 6 minus 4 quantity squared. Then, if you try to square both sides, okay, this will remove the radical sign. Thus, 5 minus x quantity squared is 25 minus 10x plus x squared plus negative 6 minus 4 is negative 10 squared equals 4 minus x quantity squared is 16 minus 8x plus x squared plus 6 minus 4 is 2 squared. Then, continue. Ito na magiging x squared minus 10x, 25 plus 100. 25. Bakit minus na dyan? Squared minus 10x plus 25. Bakit minus 100? Equals, wait, x squared minus 8x, 16 plus 4, 20. Diba? Parang may mali dito, dapat plus ito. Yes, x squared minus 10x, x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus 100. Let's continue. X squared minus 10x minus 75. Parang may mali, no? May mali sa solution. X squared minus 10x plus 25 should be plus 100. So that 100 plus 25 is 125. So for that, ito naman x squared. So by transposition, x squared plus 125. Yeah. Squared minus 10x plus 125 minus x squared plus 8x minus 20. Okay, by transposition. We already transposed x squared minus 8x plus 20. Change in sign. Then, cancel yung x squared. Negative 10x plus 8x, negative 2x. Then we have 125 minus 20. 105. 105. So, transpose 105 magiging negative 2x equals 105. Divide both sides by 2. So the answer is 105 divided by 2, or what's equivalent of 105 divided by 2? Excuse me. It's equivalent to 52.5. So x equal to 52.5, so that 52.54 is the distance from 5, -6 and 4, 6. Okay? So that -6 minus 4 on the squared is -10. -10 squared is 100. So dapat plus pa rin, diba? 125. No, that's correct. Let's proceed. Yun. So for number 6, x equal to 52.5. So that ends our lesson on distance formula part 2. So for your activity, answer lesson on analytic geometry, quarter 1, week 2, task 3, 5 summative tests. So I know you can do it. Good luck and goodbye. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you again in the next lesson. Thank you. Bye.